Okay, now let's look at the box and whisker plots. This is our last one for today. Some of these things should already be familiar to you. The min, median, and max, first and third quartile may be new, but just so you're aware, all of this data is called the 5-number summary. You may have heard it referred to as that, so I want to make sure you have it in your notes so you know that I'm looking for these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of data as you go through. Okay, so let's talk about it. The min, that is our lowest value. First quartile, you may also see it as written as Q1. And it is the median, or the middle, sorry, I probably just put middle, not median. The middle of the lower half of our data. The median we know is the middle of the entire set of data. If it helps you, you may want to write up all data, but you do not have to. The third quartile we refer to as Q3, and it is the middle of our upper half of data. And then finally, our max is the highest value. We will need this information in order to make our first box and whisker plot. So, you are given the following data. Let's see if I can put these in. Okay, good. If we want to find the min and the max and the median, it's going to be easiest for us to put our data in order. So go ahead and order least to greatest. Make sure you do an order, you don't mess up. Okay, so we got 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18. We already know, okay, our min, that's easy, that's 7. Our max, that's also easy, that's 18. And then our median should be in the middle. Notice when we go to the middle, though, we actually have 2 data points. So our median is between 10 and 12. Well, what is between 10 and 12? If you can figure that out on your own, go ahead and do it. Otherwise, the trick is to add 10 plus 11 and divide by 2. Find the average of those two numbers. When you do that, you should get 10.5. So our median is 10.5. Next, we need the first and third quartile. So we're going to look at just the lower half of the data, and we want the middle number of the lower half. In that case, that will be 9. Okay, now we're going to just look at the upper half of data. On the upper half of our data, the middle number is 12. So that's going to be Q3. Okay, now we have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-number summary. We are going to use that 5-number summary to make our box and whisker plot. So we'll go ahead and at our min, we'll draw a dot on our graph, so at 7. At 18, we'll do the max, so draw another dot. Then I usually come to the median. At the median, I do a big line to represent, so you know it's the middle. Okay, then we're going to draw a line at 9 for Q1 and a line at 12 for Q2. You can go ahead and connect that. That makes our box. And when you connect it to the outside, those are our whiskers. So we've got a box and a whisker plot. Just so you are aware, a little fun fact for today, this each represents 25% of the data. It's broken into quarters. So 25% of the data is between these two numbers, 25% of the data is between these numbers, 25 between these, and 25% between that. That means each of these are the quarters, a quarter of our data. Okay, our final thing for today is we've got one more box and whisker plot to do. But this time, rather than making you do it all by hand, I'm going to show you how to use your calculator. So go ahead, and if you don't already have it out, pull it out. Let's make sure to clear it first. Second plus 7, 1, 2. And you'll notice you actually have some steps on the top of your notes there. But it's going to work the same way as when we did our last unit with 2 variable statistics. We're going to press Stat, and we're going to go to Edit. This time, rather than having 2 lists of data, since it's 1 variable, we're only going to put things here in list 1. So go ahead and enter those numbers into list 1. Great. Once you have them in there, what you'll need to do is you're going to go ahead and press Stat again, you are going to go right to calculate. And this time, rather than us going down to numbers 4 and 0 for our regressions, we're going to stick up there with number 1 with one variable stats. Go ahead and hit enter until you get calculate, and your numbers should appear on your screen. Okay, the X bar on the top there, if you want to write some notes down at the bottom just so you remember, that's going to be your mean. That's the average of your data. These other ones, we're not going to talk about. We will talk about the S with the X next to it, but that won't be until next time's lesson. This N equals 11 means we have 11 pieces of data. And then notice down here at the bottom as you scroll down, what does that look like? You got it. It's our 5-number summary. So let's go ahead and make sure we have those numbers down. We've got a min of 24, our quarter 1 of 37, our median of 64, our quarter 3 or third quartile of 82, and our max of 93. Now it's just a matter of plotting those points on our number line and creating the box whisker. So start by plotting points at your min and at your max. Mine went off my screen. Sorry, I didn't fit in my number line very well. Your number line goes that far though. Your median of 64, Q1 of 37, so our first quartile of 37, and Q3 our third quartile of 82. Go ahead and connect the box.